Welcome, Get Better Basketball community. I'm Coach DeMarco, and this is Focused. In today's episode of Focused, I'm going to introduce you to Liberty University's dominating Chicago series. I can guarantee you're not going to want to miss this episode. But before we dive into Liberty University's Chicago series, make sure you show me some love and hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great videos each and every week. Now get ready because another episode of Focused is up now. Before we get into the Chicago series used by Liberty University, I want to talk about Chicago action. And it's a fancy word for really simple action that you often see in basketball. Chicago action is when there is a pin down, which you see right here, followed by a dribble handoff. So it acts almost as a staggered screen, and it puts the defense in a bind because off of this pin down, this player can do a number of different things. There could be some screen to screener type action for them. They could cut to the weak side. And then this player, especially if it's a post type player, can go from a dribble handoff into some type of roll or pop, or they also could get a screen coming off of it. So there's a number of different things that can happen off of Chicago action. That's why teams love to use it. And Liberty University is one of the best teams I've seen in a long time. And in particular, this season, using Chicago action. And that's why they've built it as an entire series of their offense. Now, let's check out Liberty University's Chicago series. So the first thing that Liberty University likes to do in this series is have this player come off what looks like a back screen or almost a flare screen. Obviously, if they're open, they can continue, but they like to put their foot in the ground and then come back off a pin down, really a wide pin down, into a dribble handoff from this guard, and then look to create off of it. In this example, we're going to see the player catch and knock down an open three-pointer. So just going to take you through that one more time. They get into Chicago action here with a pass across. You're going to see that back screen, the pin down, the dribble handoff, and the open three-pointer. And the last thing I want to point out is what the defense does off this dribble handoff, which is what makes it so hard to defend. When I pause it right here, you're going to see this defender. They have two things they can do. They can come over this dribble handoff, which could create an opportunity for this player to turn the corner and gain a small advantage, or they can come underneath this screen. In this example, this defender is going to come under the screen, and this player makes a high IQ play to knock down the three-pointer. One of the things I noticed about Liberty University is they like to use the Chicago series to initiate their action and then get into other actions within the offensive possession. In this particular instance, they're going to try to get a sail in on the post and a dump inside. They also do a number of other things, including ball screens within their Chicago series. Let's take a look at this possession and see what the defender does off of the dribble handoff. The last time they came under and it opened up a three-point shot. We're going to see them do that one more time, but instead, in this instance, they were going to recover a little bit quicker. This player is going to roll to the basket, as I mentioned, is an option. And instead of forcing it inside, they're just going to reverse the ball and they're going to try to get this player in the paint. And he actually has his player sailed. This is a little bit deep to catch it on the wing. Ideally, they'd like to catch it a little bit closer to cut down the passing distance on the lob pass. But this is going to end with a foul from this player on the pass. But you can see he has his man sealed, and there's an opportunity to lob over the top. This player is cutting in and then back out to occupy this defender. So as we get into the second half, and we see Liberty University knock down a couple of shots, the defense is going to be a little bit more aggressive. If you remember in the first half, they came under this dribble handoff. Now they're going to come over the top and really try to take away the dribble handoff, and the opportunity to create an advantage or potentially a three-point attempt. The thing I like about Liberty University is they don't force the action. They're going to make a pass just right out to the wing, and then they're going to initiate a secondary action, which is going to be another dribble handoff, and it's going to be Chicago action coming back the other way. We're going to get a screen, and then we're going to get a dribble handoff, which is going to open up a mid-range jump shot. As I mentioned, Liberty University will get into Chicago action to initiate their offense, and then also use other actions, including a second Chicago action to open up a scoring opportunity. The last thing I want to point out is that we see in the first action, this defender is going to work hard to come over the screen. Let's take a look at the second dribble handoff. We're going to get a screen and then a second dribble handoff, and he's going to get hit with that screen and have a tougher time getting over the top. And now this defender is going to create an advantage, and they're going to get an open mid-range shot and 2 points. So as I take you through another play, we're again going to see the initial action not open up a scoring opportunity. We're going to get a dribble handoff, a ball screen before a kick out to an open three-pointer. So as we take a look at this action again, I want to break down a couple of things. The first thing I want to mention is that this defender comes under the screen, which could have opened up a three-point opportunity for this player. They don't take that shot, so they're going to reset the offense, and now they're going to get into a dribble handoff. And as I've mentioned a couple of times, if the Chicago action does not create a scoring opportunity for them, then they're going to get into these other actions. So we're going to see another dribble handoff, does not create a scoring opportunity. Now it's going to turn into a ball screen, which is going to allow this player to get into the paint and then kick out for a three-pointer. Now, how did that player get open for that three-pointer? The player who got open for the three-pointer actually sets the initial pin down screen. It's going to be this player right here, and here he is. He's going to set the pin down, and then he's going to make an exit cut out to the opposite corner and eventually work his way back up to the top. So he's going to come off of this screen. And what I want to point out is actually this becomes a staggered screen on the weak side. So this player could have continued to attack the left side of the floor, and you're going to see this defender, he comes late, but actually it could have acted as a staggered screen for a shooter to come off of. So this is a nice wrinkle in the Chicago series for Liberty. Instead, we're going to get the pass and the handoff. We're going to get the ball screen, but that player is now going to kind of get lost in the shuffle out here, and we're going to get a kick out, and they're going to knock down a three-pointer. The last action in the Chicago series does not start with a pin down into a dribble handoff, but it is going to start with a screen into a dribble handoff. As we know about Liberty, they're going to initiate their action with the Chicago series, and then they're going to get into a number of different actions if Chicago does not offer a scoring opportunity for them. In this instance, they're going to work the clock down to 4 seconds before they get fouled on an offensive rebound. Just going to take you through this one more time because I want to show you there's a number of different ways to set a screen into a potential dribble handoff that you can use with your team. Liberty University is one of the best teams that I've seen using Chicago action. In addition to their defense, the Chicago series has been great for Liberty University the entire season. This is why I believe that they're going to be a threat to make some noise as a potential underdog this March. If you like this episode, make sure you turn on your notifications and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button down below and leave me a comment to let me know what you think about Liberty University's Chicago series. As always, get better every day. If you want to make some noise late in the season like Liberty University, then make sure you invest in a brand new state-of-the-art all-purpose Dr. Dish shooting machine. The quickest way to improve your team is to improve shooting, and Dr. Dish will provide you with that opportunity. Mention the Get Better Basketball chat or hashtag GBetBBChat for up to $300 off select Dr. Dish shooting machines. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.